Hey everyone, Brian B here. So I'm at one of my own listings today. You can see my nice sign. This is a power sale, and I want to give you guys a showcase of what I think is a really good power sale. I'm going to show you one in the next few days that's actually not. Now, I get more than my fair share of power of sales, and I'll explain exactly what makes them an interesting opportunity to buy. This happens to be a cottage on the water, about 45 minutes east of Orleans. And so you can pick these up. It's actually on the market right now at 272K. Like, try to buy cottage property for under $500,000. Now, yes, this one needs some work. And I'll show you guys around, but imagine that you bought this property as an investment property, either to flip it or to keep it, or just put some money into it and use it as a family getaway. Now, it's on a 65-foot by 130-foot lot, and let's just kind of give you guys a bit of a tour, and we'll head inside and look around the lot. Okay, and we're back. Now, this is an outbuilding. It's got its own outbuilding. It's got a fairly large driveway. It is on a shared access laneway, and this is another neighbor, so it's not acreage out on its own. You know, for 272K in the city, it's pretty good. Now, there's no doubt that the building needs some work, but it's got a really nice outbuilding in terms of using it either as a workshop or a bunkie. It's solid. The building itself is absolutely solid, and we're going to do a bit of an outside tour here, just so you can see the yard, a fire pit, some beautiful trees. I think access to the water. There is apparently a staircase down here, but it's not in great condition, and unfortunately I'm not heading down, but you kind of see there is a large portion of the lot that is above the flood line as well, and there is the staircase right here. Now, it is a walkout basement. And you can see here that this has just been done by the maintenance company. The bank usually locks these things down so people can't have access to some parts of it, but for the most part, the structure is in really good shape. Now, you'd want to do a home inspection on these completely, for sure. So let's talk about power sales and how they work. As I mentioned before, if you've likely heard of foreclosures, but that's a US phenomenon. A foreclosure differs than a power sale in that the finance company actually has possession. Their name gets transferred to the deed. And so if they want to sell that property for what's owed on it or a dollar, that's completely up to them. But it takes a long time. They have to petition a judge and go through a bit of a court battle to get possession of it. And in Canada, we have something called power of sale. And then again, if you don't pay your bills, the finance company has a way to get access to it, but a lot easier. So I think if you miss like 4 or 5 mortgage payments, they can start to invoke power of sale. So it makes it easier for the finance company to get access to the property. The main difference is that they don't own it. They evict the owner and they take control as far as the sale. But the key differentiator is they've got to at least make an attempt at protecting the owner's equity. And I'll give you an understanding or give you an example. So let's say the property is worth $500,000 on the market. They owe $150,000. The finance company just can't sell it for $150,000. They've got to try to get that $500,000 market value. So are they a great deal? They can be, and there's a way, and I'd love to share that with you in terms of how you can get them for a decent deal. They don't all fit the criteria. Some you just have to walk away from. This, I think, in terms of, now, I had my hand in pricing this property. This property is priced in the zone that if you bought it, you could absolutely make some money with this property or use it as a family cottage. It's not big, but you can do things like that price, knowing that similar places are selling in $500,000 to $1 million. And so that gives you a couple $100,000 to bring this property up to speed. Ideas, putting a second floor on, opening up, possibly expanding the footprint a little bit. There's just a lot of things that you could consider doing to really bring it up to value and use it as a flip if need be. So anyway, this is an example of what I think is a high quality power sale, and it's something you might want to consider. This or certainly many of the others, and I can kind of help you get there if you're interested. Anyways, I'll talk to you soon. You want to know more about power sales or finding great properties that you can build equity in quickly? You know how to get a hold of me. Talk soon.